Hey, it's Todd Ault. It's the 26th of August. This is Risk On. It's the 26th of August, 2021. Chase is in the house. What's up, Chase?
Not much. Just excited.
Skyla is sticking to the new mandatory policy here that if you're unvaccinated, you got to wear a mask.
Yeah.
Even though some of us are vaccinated and other vaccinated people got back. I don't even know what to say about this. It's crazy.
It's all over.
Yeah.
Frustrating me a little bit. But we are a big multinational. Check it out. Actually, all global is multinational, hence the word global.
Yeah.
So we have multinational policies in place. I don't know, Skyla. Sorry, I don't know.
It's okay.
You think because I am the largest shareholder and I work here that I have some input here, but I don't know what my input is here.
Large shareholder, founder.
Yeah, whatever.
You know.
Yeah. But I'm
it.
covering Peloton because Peloton is down $13 in the aftermarket. Don't exactly know what happened there. I heard their earnings were good, but at the same time, the stock is getting hit. So maybe growth is slowing or something's up. I don't know.
Yeah, they're
But
down 11%.
I am going to cover a percentage of my position right now.
Oh, disappointing earnings and outlook and cutting the price of the bike. I just bought one. What the hell?
But people appear to be covering some of that short. So we're doing this live while we do it here. All right, so I did cover a percentage.
Wow.
I just covered 18% of my short. It is down. I am in the money now on Peloton. Nicely. I was right there at the money now. So I'm still short Peloton.
Dude, they dropped the price $400 to $500.
What did you pay for your bike?
$2,100. They just dropped it to $1,495.
You paid $2,100 for your Peloton?
I got 10% back.
And they just lowered the price?
They just lowered the price. And 30. I did it like a month and a half ago.
Wow.
That sucks.
That doesn't make people happy. Hey, the King is with us again. 2 days in a row.
Yo.
King, what's up? What's up, buddy?
What's cooking?
Are you you're a Michigan fan, not a Michigan State fan?
No, I'm all in favor of a superior education.
That's probably true.
Ouch.
Michigan State's not as good of a school.
Really?
No.
Michigan State
Oh
is
my
not
God, no.
as good of a school as University of Michigan.
Wow.
The one he's a fan of is an incredible
there's a lot of
school.
people, including Phil,
Top five.
including Jim, a lot of people we know going to Michigan State or went to Michigan State.
It's
'Cause they couldn't get into
inferior
Michigan.
to University of Michigan. University of Michigan is like, almost up there. It's almost UCLA.
It's
Wow.
UCLA, USC. Or
It's
no,
almost.
UCLA, USC, UC Berkeley, and Michigan. The top 4 public universities in the
Well,
country.
USC's not public, but yes.
Well, then, excuse me, UCLA and Berkeley.
UCLA, Berkeley,
I
Michigan.
wish Jason was on the show today. Maybe wonder, hey Jason, if you're watching, maybe you could zoom in.
Yeah, why doesn't he zoom
I know.
in?
Why can't Jason just zoom in? But one of the things that's crazy about what's happening here, and the reason why I'd like to talk to Jason, is we're all aware of this, what is a growing debacle over in Afghanistan, and sadly to say, and I want to cover this. Not that this isn't kind of where you get your news, but talk about a risk-on moment for the Marines and the people that are over there risking their lives every day, and then you get this cluster of what turned out to be a mess. So wow, I'm a little bummed about what I saw this morning because I come from a military background, a military family. 12 service members killed, 15 wounded in attack near Kabul airport, and I really need people that have a perspective on this who followed it a little bit. Hopefully Jason can call in. Andrew, if you're watching, it'd be great if Jason could get on. Josh, could you try to see if you could make that happen? The Dow was down 100. The Dow was down 192 today. The S&P was down 26. The Nasdaq was down 96. The Russell down 25. The VIX is up to 18. World events could lead to some volatility, and the reason I want some commentary here, maybe King, you have a little bit of it. Your thoughts is we're used to responding to that.
Yeah.
You just killed 12 of our guys, men and women. I don't know who was specifically it was men or women, but I
12 U.S. service
assume
members.
it's men. And the U.S., most of the voters in the United States don't take kindly to killing citizens. You are going to alienate a lot of people, and if I'm Joe Biden, I've got to be going, what do I do here now, right? He said there would be a response. Responses generally get responses, and so when
That was
you,
like a week ago.
when you think we're out, they pull you back in, right? I mean, they pull you right back in. Ooh. Big quote there. Right.
He did say that was his response was like over a week ago now that there would be an equal response, and he's done nothing.
No, but the servicemen were killed just today.
Oh yeah,
ago.
today. Yeah,
right.
today.
What are you 5-second Tom here? You give it a minute. Do you know how long it took for our response to 9/11? Well, you got to think carefully for proportionate response.
Jason said
think
he
it's
doesn't feel
proportionate.
well right now. You don't want me on the show right now. Okay, I understand. Well,
Got COVID.
you got to be able to compartmentalize things. I know that Jason's probably not happy about what happened with the Marines, but we'll see if we can get him on tomorrow.
Wait, what's crazy is I was at the Detroit airport last night, and I don't know if it's related, but when you walk right in, there's this massive fountain. It was in the Clooney movie Up in the Air, and you can see the whole tarmac, and everybody was standing at these windows in disbelief because there was there was a full-on service salute as a U.S. flag over a casket was taken off of of an A350,
Jesus.
full
Wow.
hearse and everything. Yeah.
So this is not good, and it may lean on the markets a little bit. Now, I don't want to be insensitive, but we are a show about the markets, and this is how things affect it. But Skyla, you're
Yes.
wearing that mask. Must be strange because you just got off of COVID, so you probably have more antibodies than we
I know,
do.
and I literally just tested negative 2 days ago, so
Right.
I do not have COVID.
And you
but
can't really get the vaccine because you just had COVID, right? For how long do you have to wait to get the vaccine once you've had COVID?
90 days.
90 days. So,
That's crazy.
Yeah.
but she has the antibodies,
Absolutely.
right?
I mean, the doctor that I went to when we had the whole fiasco told me that he thought I was better off because I had COVID and had the vaccine. He was like, you know what, your body makes better antibodies, so
Right.
you're probably better off anyway.
Sure.
Yeah.
Hey, King, you said you had COVID?
Yeah.
How?
The old one.
What?
The old COVID.
Huh. How bad was it for you?
It was pretty bad. I don't want to get into it, but I had a stay at the hospital.
Oh wow.
Wow. A young guy too. Wow.
It was I wouldn't wish it on anyone except, a couple politicians. That being said,
Come on now.
no, of
I
course
wouldn't.
not.
I wouldn't wish that on anybody. It
No,
sucked.
it was horrible.
It was brutal.
So-
No, it was horrible. I'm still lethargic almost a year later.
Yeah.
On a positive note, I woke up to 70 something on Naked brand.
So what did it get to today?
75-20, I think.
No.
It
I
closed?
saw a high today of 77, and it is a low of 69, so it went back down. It rallied
the
back
gap.
again to close at 75.55.
Jeez.
So this thing is rip roaring.
3 days in a row.
It's the Berkshire Hathaway of meme stocks.
Oh gosh.
I actually, for full disclosure, bought a few million shares. I bought like 500,000 in one account, thinking, hey, stock's 50 cents, maybe it'll go up 25 cents. I put it out at 75. They took it out today.
Yep.
I was like, wow.
Filled it.
I didn't even know it, right? So I traded a little bit of it, but I'm long Naked, and it's doing really well. It's up dramatically. I think it's up more than 50% since we were doing all those reckless trades we were doing.
Reckless.
Where I was
on
buying
this
every
con here.
day at the close or when we were online. Those reckless trades we were doing have turned.
Was like past tense?
What?
Was like it's a thing of the past?
Well, I haven't.
There's
I
no
haven't,
news.
I haven't.
Nothing's come
I
out.
haven't added up here at 75. But I did add to some of my favorite positions today. I added to HUSA, HUSA. I'm right at the maximum cap here, 14.99999.
20 shares there.
Of HUSA. I think I'm allowed to buy like 8 more shares.
8, yeah, actually.
Like
you
8
can
more
buy
shares before I go over?
8.37 more shares or something.
I added to Friedman today, FRD. Just checking on Peloton real quick here.
I'm on with Peloton support.
Are you?
I'm getting a refund.
They're not going to give you a refund.
They said they would.
Are you really?
Yeah, they said they're issuing a refund to people who bought it in a certain time period, and I think I fell like a day out.
Look
so I'm
at my
fighting them.
son. Look at you.
It's like $600.
Just tell him you want a credit for something.
That's fine, but I want. I mean that would work too. If they don't give me a refund, I'll take a credit. But this was not a cheap purchase here.
Do you also get the early bird and play Whippleball? Shuffleboard?
No,
You sound like you're going full on old folks here.
no. I like to make sure I get a good deal. Christy taught me really well.
My wife is.
Christy
My
taught
wife
me well.
is very thrifty, and she makes sure she gets a good deal for sure.
I'm not paying $2,100 when they just lowered it to $1,495.
I actually had an okay day today, given the fact that FRD was down so hard today. DPW gave some back. Wow,
Just a little.
246.
Mm-hmm.
Ouch.
It was up to 258 today. I believe.
I thought I saw 260.
260 it got to?
Yeah. Now.
Oh yeah, 261.
Some things that are changing on the COVID front. CVS is going to limit, based on demand, the purchases of the rapid COVID-19 tests.
Okay.
Those things that what's his name talked about yesterday,
Binax.
Willie.
Yeah, Skyla
Binax
talked about
or
them.
whatever.
The Binax test. You take two of them. They're meant for one
Actually,
person.
when you look up like to get a COVID test, that's one of the versions. It's PCR, rapid, or Binax. Like
Yeah.
I'm going to
you
get
look
that.
it up
I'm going
to
to get
get
that.
it.
I'm going to get that approved. It clearly
Yeah.
is done by Abbott Labs. That
Yeah.
should be an acceptable test.
It did
Well, when
have,
you-
you
yeah,
look into
look
it,
it up.
it is only 85% correct when compared to a PCR
Okay,
test.
but we have people that have COVID next door in the lobby.
Just checking,
Yeah.
just making
No,
sure.
they went home, right?
Full disclosure,
they
they
did
did
go
go home.
home.
Full disclosure, you know. But yeah. Crickets.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like it. It's all messed up.
It is. It's pretty. It's been brutal to just hear about it endlessly.
Right, for sure.
Every 5 minutes.
Let's what's the symbol for Peloton again?
PTON. Peloton.
All right, let's look at Peloton real quickly here. I'm going to pull up the chart. Why does it matter to me? Oh, because I'm short. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's right.
Let's look at the year-to-date chart here. See, these charts are not as good as I would like them to be.
If
What's
you-
misleading is if you see this here, kind of descending top here, you hit about over 160 here, and kind of going left to right. You see this sort of descending top across the top here. If I were to draw a line here, and now, right now, that stock is down here. Right, it's at 100. So if you were to look at today's chart, let's just look at the 1 day. Let's see if so it's down here, right, at 100. Well, it's rallied back to 102, 104, or something like this. But if you look at that from 104 now, well, so it's rallied back from 99.
Yeah, but it's down big.
But it's down big. It's down around 8-9%. But if you look at it's over for the year to date, it's part of an overall trend. So sometimes when I say I'm a perma short, I pick the amount of risk I'm willing to take, and I just put that on. And when it rallies, I put a little more on. And when it pulls back, I take some off. And if you look at this chart, I'll go back again to the year to date. And if you were able to blow it up, see, this is not the proper chart to look at. Let me see.
There's a better.
Let me look at
version
this.
of it.
We need to get a better charting service for sure.
Use the Yahoo Finance one, the free one. It's
Yeah, the
better
Yahoo
than
Finance
Google.
one's fine. Yeah, or if you actually just put in the $ before on Google, it's better chart. Or is it? Wait, it gives you. There's a whole financial version. Yeah.
It's not kind of doing it justice. Use the free chart here. Well, I was going to say if you overline this and you overline this with overlay this with AMC, you'll see kind of the same basic. They have these kind of big rallies in March with all those meme stocks. Although AMC is probably holding off a little bit better,
Yeah.
but it's still from
Look at that chart.
well, yeah, that's a. I don't know what I think.
It's only up 1,900% year to date.
Right, but as it kind of, if it trades it through and gets distribution, it kind of rolls over, and I think these things are going to continue to roll over. So I kind of keep these small perma shorts, kind of adding to them when they rally, and subtracting from them when they fall, and that allows me to maintain a little bit of risk profile. It's not like I'm short a lot of it, you know.
Yeah.
It's a minuscule amount. What about you, King? Do you short any stocks at all?
I kind of want to short Peloton now. you inspired me. No, actually, I'm not short anything at the moment. I dumped a lot of stuff, and because I have a feeling we're going to see some new lows across the board. And I wanted to load up for NAKD.
So you got Peloton shares tanking after cycle post disappointing earnings and outlook cuts bike price. Peloton reported Thursday that revenue growth in the fiscal fourth quarter tapered off dramatically from the prior quarter, their own words. The company swang to a net loss after associated costs with the treadmill. That's true. They had to recall that thing. Peloton offered up disappointing revenue outlook for the fiscal first quarter, anticipating a last mile delivery cost would impact profit margins. That is the last mile. How'd they deliver it to you, Chase? They delivered it to you like on a contractor's truck or a UPS?
Some independent contractor's truck that delivered a bunch of different technology things. They were delivering like washers and dryers, refrigerators. And then I was their last stop, and they pull up this big truck, and it's just my bike sitting there.
Right.
So just my bike. And they carried it up the stairs for me, up all the way up into the room. It was great.
Right.
Yeah.
Peloton warned its earnings will be hurt by near term because it's slashing the price of the original bike by 20%. It's also beginning to shift its business mix towards treadmill sales, which are less profitable than those of its cycles. Additionally, the company faces heightened commodity costs, freight cost, with its plans to ramp up marketing spend in the months ahead. Peloton offered up disappointing first quarter outlook. Here's what Peloton did in the first quarter compared with it. Loss per share of $1.05 versus expected 45 cents. Revenues of $936 million versus $927 million expected. Posted a net loss of $313 million or buck share versus a net income of $89 million or 27 cents a share a year earlier. This came off a large 45 cent forecasted. This is revenues still grew 54%. So I guess what you'll see analysts say is, hey, the revenues are dramatically higher. It's becoming a more mature company, right?
Yeah.
Growth tapered off in part due to Peloton's recall of the Tread and Tread Plus, the Tread Plus in May, and temporarily halting sales of the machines. It's less expensive. You could also, though, say that negative is offset by the fact that they'll be back on the market.
Yeah, and they did. So that was a voluntary recall. It was, for the general safety of the public because people were complaining.
But here's the part that I'm paying attention to, and this is something from your own heart because I know you worked there for a short time. But the cycle maker also faces stiffer competition from at-home fitness such as the Hydro, the Tonal, and Lululemon offered Mir. As pandemic restrictions are lifted, more customers are opting to head back to the gym and taking some classes in person.
Absolutely. I don't think it's going to go away as a staple in the home because once you get one, the thing's incredible. But I'm going to go get an extra membership. You go get with Peloton, you get the membership. You pay $39. You get access to all of their classes. It's not just cycling. Like I told Skyla, you can get an EOS membership or LA Fitness, whatever you want, $10-15. You go and you have your app on your phone. I have access to their entirety of classes, whether it's lifting, core, strength, Pilates, yoga, meditation. I can do it all in the gym.
So Peloton ended the quarter with 2.33 million connected fitness subscribers, 114% increase a year earlier. Connected fitness subscribers are people who own Peloton products and also pay a monthly fee to access the digital workout content. Digital subscriptions, which do not require the equipment, were up 176% to 874,000, boosted by free trials. The average monthly connected fitness churn Peloton users measured 0.73. Hey, so the churn's up a little bit, meaning they're losing some people who don't keep those subscriptions. Probably a guy like me who gets excited, signs up, and then doesn't use the bike, and then just doesn't want to pay for the membership, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
But not you, because you are fit and you pay for those memberships, right?
I pay, and I'm gonna fight with them to get some more for sure.
Yeah, so you're gonna get maybe a credit or something.
They're telling me they can give me 3 free months of membership, but not a refund.
Oh,
Jeez,
that's
you
what
got to
they
stay on this. Certain traits are inheritable. You got to stay in shape.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I've
Hey,
been, yeah.
Let's go to talking about. I can't help but one of my favorite topics here: naked brands. This anticipatory quarter, or this anticipatory announcement of some sort that they think is meaningful. Whatever they're going to buy, right?
In a sector with great forecasted growth.
How was the total volume today?
When
up
King and I
over
were
130 million.
130 million volume wise. That's
Yeah.
what I saw earlier. I mean, it beat yesterday's volume early in the day. Early.
So King, before you got kicked out of the Naked Army,
I'm back.
They
can't
let him
talk-
back in.
I can't talk about you. Can't mention Risk On.
Is it
can't
not a-
allude to?
Is it
Can't
not a
allude to
democracy?
Jewish writers in Hollywood. No, it's a monolithic group. But the there's rules. So I just.
wait, what? Why not talk about what did I do?
Oh, yeah, I'm not getting into it. It's all falsehoods, and it drives me insane.
Oh, wait, what did I do?
You're not
He's not gonna
trustworthy,
drop it.
We think you're selling. Yeah, I took fuck.
You have to get into it. Like, come on.
Okay, here. All right, I'm not going to mention names. I took some screenshots last night. Okay, here we go.
I love it. Let's go.
I was a buyer.
Put him on
This
blast.
is why Ault $2 to $3 is enough. He can afford buying 1 million naked shares. Most of us have to support each other. I think Ault is working with the hedge funds to delay the squeeze. We live in a new era. These are all different people. We live in a new era where we have realized to get ahead we need like-minded individuals. Just my opinion, though, from our own word, blah, blah, blah. In response to Ault, I don't trust him. I gave him 2 chances and he blew both of them. I thought you get 3 chances, but
Only 2.
the way we all come together as the way we all do something because we can do it for ourselves. That age, well, exactly. We all have a common blah 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 blah. Yep. I say this to my coworker yesterday. You are now water cooler talk. People at the office. I said this to my coworker yesterday. I do not like him.
He is the future Mel Brooks. I'm not kissing. Listen. I know some people are giving me shit because like they're saying the King's been mean to some people with some of his comments. But But this is the style I like. I like the Mel Brooks style. You have to know the joke to get it. So when he tells you something you don't get it, like, well, his comments don't make sense. Well, only if you don't know why he said it. I mean,
get it.
it makes
read up, people.
Right.
I got
Ouch!
people were saying
Look at
that
it.
Buddy
Going at him
Hackett.
again.
People are saying that Buddy Hackett thing wasn't funny, well, because they're not cultured, and because everyone's, we're not on the terrestrial radio anymore. Everyone in their mother's basement with their little dicks. I'm a Jew, but so I'm. No, that's not the point.
What is going on here?
So I digress. So here's the. Jesus Christ.
Take your time. Take a breath.
Jesus
People.
Take a breath.
People. By the way, here you go. Ugh.
Oh,
Todd?
Risk On. Look at that.
Where the fuck did you
Oh.
get that?
Little kids in China. No, I have this guy who does cutouts for me for client gifts and stuff, and they do.
Oh, that is
Right.
awesome.
I took a screenshot off.
I
YouTube
want
and
one of
blew it up.
those. That's
Pretty
fucking
cool.
awesome.
This was for you, but then I wanted it as a background.
Oh, it's so fucking cool. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh my
Okay.
god, look at that thing. That's so cool. Dude, hey, let's put that back up again. That's cool, right over there. No, it's okay. We can see it. Leave it there. All right, that's
Look
great.
at that. Risk On
Um,
right there.
It also comes in an Excel. The
That's
what
funny.
was I? What was? Anyway, I'll get back to this. Here
So
we go.
you're not
More-
supposed
more
to mention.
Todd
You're not supposed to
hating.
mention me.
Oh no, I'm not allowed. That's why I got banned the first time. I was standing up for you. There was too much Todd Ault talk. I got off topic. Okay, but he's almost out of ammo with Naked, and so are they. Yeah, he changed his tone after realizing we banned his coworker and some people. I can't trust. Oh, I'm getting banned again. I can't trust someone who changes attitudes in such a short period of time. For the record, folks, I do love you. I'm with you. I'm long. To the high
Okay, well,
numbers,
just to
but I
be
won't
clear,
say it.
I'm a hedge fund manager, so I change my tune based on the market conditions, not on my emotions.
That's, pretty much what happens.
Yeah, I
It's a
mean,
non-monolithic mindset. That's why they don't like you. Yeah, he changed personal opinion, blah, 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 blah. I think he uses us to drive up his viewership so he gets paid more by YouTube, as if that's your chief income stream.
We don't get paid.
Okay.
for
I don't
YouTube.
monetize. I don't
We don't even
monetize,
get
guys.
paid
I
by
used to
YouTube.
monetize, and when I couldn't use content and cuss and all this other stuff, when I couldn't say certain words, I just demonetized.
All right, I'm giving up on Peloton, by the way. They gave me 3 free months of membership. I settled.
Agree. I personally don't trust this guy. He always seems on the edge when he talks about naked, and he never mentions squeeze. And also, we know his shorting AMC. Oh my God, people! Oh my God! Oh my God!
All right.
Anyway.
Unfortunately, I apologize, Chase. You're going to take me off screen. I have a closing taking place, and I have a little bit of a crisis. So, Chase, you're going to have to solo this for a second.
Okay.
You'll be okay.
What do you mean a little bit of a crisis?
Cover the news. Don't worry, you'll be fine.
Cover what he's going to talk about the
my
markets?
God, Chase! I mean, wow.
Don't know what he wants from me over here. He just
Big
says,
leagues now.
Cover the
big
market.
leagues.
Come on.
You could do another 5 minutes on your Peloton.
I don't have the market.
I could do another 5 minutes on the So Josh wanted to talk about how he how Todd looks at the company stock in comparison to liking the product and how he evaluates risk, which is a little different. And wait, Josh said that somebody B. Can we get the comments up somewhere around here? How can I see them? I can address.
If I put the comments up, Steven's video. goes
Okay,
away.
here I can pull it up on my laptop.
It's okay. I have a face for radio.
You got a face for radio? JV, Mike Jones, JV to varsity in 2 minutes. So, I mean, I can go over that Peloton stuff. It is a pretty big deal, and I've talked a lot with Todd about it and the way that he evaluates. He sees it as 2 entirely different things. He loves their product, but he evaluates risk very differently, is the way we talked about earlier, this overall trend of Peloton with his perma short, he says, is the same with AMC, but I don't know how that's working out. But, I mean, year to date, Peloton's down, like he said, 22%.
I was kidding to talk more about Peloton.
I'm not. I'm pissed off at them right now. This is my risk on moment. I'm going to tell them that I'm not settling and that I want $600 back.
Are you still on hold?
No, I was on the support with them and they haven't responded.
Angry tweet. It works with Delta.
It does work with Delta, but I don't have a big following on Twitter. You know, I don't have 1 million followers on Instagram like Big Shot over there. Skyla, you have a joke
You
for
could just
today?
say,
I do, but I think Todd would be very mad if I said it before he got in here.
Oh,
and
he'd
he
be
came
pissed
back
off?
and we're like, "Oh yeah, joke's already gone." He would be like, "What the fuck?" He would
Okay.
be so pissed.
Yeah, he'd be pretty pissed off, but that's okay. I can go through.
Oh.
I'm back.
look up Chewy. Are you long in
Oh,
Chewy?
Chewy's great, man. I'm a huge fan.
It's
The
just
animal-
ripping.
Animal
Yeah,
food?
wait, Chewy. All right,
The
what is
animal
their?
food, right?
Yeah,
It
Chewy.
pulled back a little bit from the 97 a couple days ago.
It did pull back a little bit, but Chewy overall, I would be super. I mean, I love it. I use their service
Same.
all the time.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
But this is not a recommendation.
No.
Of course not.
No, this is not a solicitation. Consult your financial advisor.
So the Naked Army doesn't like me?
This comes as a shock.
Well, I literally cannot understand what I would do to the Naked Army. Justin said he was going to come on my show, then he didn't do it.
No, it's not that. It's not that. Everybody's past that. That was so just literally 5 months ago. It's that you have all these shares that you'll be eventually at a low number giving back, understandably, because you have a fiduciary responsibility to shareholders. And it's a killer profit but it's a fraction. It's pennies on the dollar at those low numbers.
I understand.
And you're going to give them back those shares, and it's a lot. And
No,
it's,
I totally
weakens the hedge funds.
totally understand. Come on in. I totally understand. I get it. I don't blame them for that. Go this way. Come on. Just walk through the screen. You're fine. No,
And then there's the conspiracy theorists who think you're working to help the hedge funds hedge.
No. No.
Hey, we got somebody that says, Josh showed me, I want Chase at the Risk On conference bringing a UCLA jersey number 33 for life. I thought you'd like that one.
I gotta tell you, I'm pretty pumped about the conference.
Hey, you got some fans in our comments. Don't worry. Naked Army.
I'm okay if they don't like me. I'm just sad.
I don't mind that they don't like you. It's a funny sentence. It's the conspiracy theories about duplicitousness.
I saw that
Yeah.
article yesterday on the Reddit Army, and they mentioned my name in it. Yeah, I saw that.
It's just fraudulent information.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
all
just a heads up.
Reddit
the
fueled
600
naked
already got mine.
brand in merger talks.
I gotta go. I'm live.
Rip and Dip says, "Say Rip and Dip is texting me right now on air."
Yeah, well, I don't want Rip and Dip to get banned, and I think he likes me, but maybe
I think so. He's come
Oh,
on.
he's a fan. He said it's gone from guilty pleasure to full-on fandom. He disagrees with you on points, but I won't speak for the man. But he is a
disagreement's okay for sure.
Fan. Yeah.
It's okay. Why did I bring all this up? Is because I'm excited about the productions that's going into the show, and since we're going to have a 3-day conference each day, and you guys have been to these conferences. Grant Cardone had all these people, but we're trying to get people specific to topics around the topic of risk on, taking risk, how they did it, and it's also going to be for the 60-some people that are invited guests. It's also going to be a great opportunity to meet those people, right? Like really face to face. Dana White's already here in Vegas, and
He's always here.
Yeah. So we're looking to try to get Dana. That will be an interesting situation.
That'd be pretty cool.
Well, you know,
That
the
would be
ironic
cool,
part
that would.
about Dana White is that he knew the Fertittas, and I knew the Fertittas through a little bit through Freddie Sarno.
Fertittas?
Jay Sarno, obviously, his Freddie's dad was the founder of Caesar's Palace, and I worked with him. I worked with him when I was at Prudential many years ago. So, Skyla, what's the joke of the day? Anything funny?
Yeah.
Glad he didn't say it yet.
So, I want no one to get offended by this, which I don't think they would.
Today?
No, I would not say that one.
Are you gonna say that one on the air?
No.
Okay.
Not the one I
What?
told you.
We don't have censors.
Trust me.
No.
The one
This is
earlier
probably-
today was bad. Was that
probably a no-go.
Was that the Catholic one?
Yeah.
Yeah, don't do that.
I'm
My
not
kids go to
telling that
Catholic
one.
school. Don't
So-
do that. Yeah.
Why doesn't Mexico have an Olympic team?
Why doesn't Mexico have an Olympic team? Is this a disaster?
Because everyone who can run, jump, or swim is already in the United States.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
you
heard
are
that one.
terrible.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I knew that one was coming.
Oh boy. We could be in a little trouble
Wait,
for that
Scott. Skyla, say the punchline again.
Well, because everyone that can run, jump, or swim is already in the United States. What are you doing?
So this says
That
here.
didn't work.
This says here, if you mix two quotes, get your money right and stick your dick out there. Get your money right. Get your money, dick right out there.
Get your money dick right out there?
Oh, I guess. I don't know. I don't get that one.
Funny.
Nice.
I don't
We
get
have
it
a
either.
creative audience for sure.
Yeah, I mean, they've got a creative audience. Yeah, just a little.
Yeah, for sure.
That, Skyla's joke, I can't say that. That's a little political.
All right, so we're waiting
later.
for the Fed. We're going to find out what happens with the Fed when they get done in Jackson Hole and what kind of tapering is going to take place. Peloton bikes are lowering their price for sure.
They climbed all the way back up.
What?
They climbed back up to 109.
Yeah,
114.
I don't know why.
I don't know. I'm pretty upset with them at the moment.
Why are you upset with them?
They provided me with like a $500-$600 difference, right, between the prices and what I paid, and I was 2 days out of the refund time, and so they only gave me 3 months of free membership. Mm-hmm. That's like That's $120 compared to $600.
You know this company called Headspin? Have you ever heard of them?
I don't think so. Headspin.
It's not relevant. This guy, this former CEO, was arrested and charged with fraud and misleading statements regarding a startup.
Saying he lied.
Headspin digital platform allowed mobile testing for dApps developers. Founded in 2015, the company raised $91 million from investors, including Alphabet, Dell Technologies Capital, and a variety of venture funds, including investors have at least 168 employees. The individual investors has at least 168 employees. Okay, so he got arrested.
Why did it say he lied to Tiger?
Where did he lie? What do you mean lied to Tiger?
This article, the SEC and DOJ just charged this startup founder with fraud, saying he lied to Tiger and others.
Well, Tiger is one of the investors.
Tiger Woods?
No, Tiger Capital.
Oh, darn.
No, for sure, definitely.
I was like, TW Ventures or something? Worth a shot.
Is it?
Yeah. He does some pretty cool things.
Josh, what's going on, my friend?
What do we got here?
Hey.
Josh, what do we got in store for tomorrow? What's happening the rest of the week? Next week, what do we got going on right now? I'm curious as to what we have not covered. Look at that silence.
We have not. Can you hear me?
Yep.
I'm here.
We have not covered the updated schedule yet. I know you might want to announce that in your own time, but
Sure.
Biden soon to speak from the White House.
What over the Marines?
9 minutes ago.
So I'm a little perplexed about the attitude from the Naked Army, but I guess I'll blow that off. All right, King?
It's not all of them. I'm happy you said that because there's one other thing I wanted to say on it. It's not everybody. There's a lot of risk on fans who found the Naked Telegram from being here first. But I think people don't understand that you have the SEC listening and watching everything you say across, every word, and you can't speak freely. And just because it's YouTube doesn't mean it's any different than if you said something on CNBC or Fox Business.
No, for sure. There's no question that my lawyers watch it too, and I try to give full disclosure when I'm allowed to, and so I can't tell the Naked Army or anybody that I'm a perma hold on any position. And of course, obviously, it's a large portfolio, so it wouldn't make sense. But I'm a supporter. I actually got to be honest with you. I read that article last night that I was included in, and thought to myself, look, this is what I'll say about the Naked Army. We're going to move off this topic. Well, I thought to myself how impressive it is that this many people got together and somehow cohesively made this decision as a retail group, because that's unusual. It didn't used to happen. Really, this is unprecedented territory. These meme stocks, the way people have banded together, created these groups, use social media. I'm impressed with it no matter what. And regardless of what happens with Naked Brands, it really has created an interesting dichotomy that this is sort of a force to be reckoned with. If the Naked Army decided to make something else a project, they could do that, right? They could do whatever they wanted there.
Yeah.
My only fear is the attraction to a low price security and not figuring out that anyone that they're going to buy or merge with is going to get a large percentage of the company. So there'll be if they buy a company, I'm just picking a number, if they buy a company worth $1 billion and you have to figure out what they're worth, there's a percentage play here I don't get, in terms of what that capitalization will look like. So then when you apply this large price target that people have, you have to say, well, they must have to buy something huge that becomes the next, Amazon or some big market cap company. And that is highly unusual, not easy to do. But hey, I know that people hate this, but going from 50 to 75 on strong volume before they even announce a deal, I'm impressed.
Oh, yeah.
And if it went from 50 cents to $1.50 on massive volume, I'm sorry, but hedge funds would give their right nut for that kind of thing. This is a huge deal, right? So I'm just more of a realistic, but no one wants it to go higher than me. I want everyone in the Naked Army to do really well and make a lot of money, and it would be great for sure.
GLTA.
But it's a lot. What'd you say?
GLTA. Good luck to all.
But it's a lot of speculation too.
I mean,
right, where it will actually trade to.
Well, if you look though, and I'll stop about this, but in Jordan's videos, Rip and Dip are great. It almost all the time frames, it just keeps finding support at the 5 and the 20 and the 50-day EMA, or 50 EMA. So it's not. It just consistently keeps finding support there.
So I do want to digress to one thing that I found was interesting today, and that is Lordstown Motors attracted a new CEO. I'm not endorsing the stock at all, but everyone knows it's been under a lot of pressure because of orders and problems. But this new guy that became the CEO was at Icon Enterprises. That's a company that we at Ault Global own stock in Icon Enterprise. We happen to have a relationship with the family there. They're not a tight one, but we know them. And when we look at this, it's an interesting scenario here that you're willing to join a startup like this that was, some people have said it was left for dead. So that's interesting that he joined, and to wonder what he saw and was convinced of that there may be an opportunity here for him to join as CEO. I got to tell you that brings some attention to my mind as to why that happened, right? The shares, let's see where they ended up today.
Up 41%.
They ended up, let's see here. After hours, they're at $6.60 a share. Off the bottom. Why'd the new guy join? I don't know. I'm curious if anyone has any comments about this. Josh, let me know if there's any comments about people joining, but I find that this is interesting for sure. I haven't covered this topic, which I'm going to cover real quickly here. There's been some whistleblowers about the data of SAVA. This is a disaster for them. They were trading after they were cleared to do some phase 3 type of study at 117, went to 125, and they've collapsed down to 70. Now, for full disclosure, I bought a little bit at 70, very small amount at 70, just today.
SAVA?
SAVA, of course, because SAVA came out and they said all of what, they disputed everything that the whistleblower said. But this is an example for ALZN of how important double-blind studies are, how important it is to get great study partners like we have at ALZN. And I'm not encouraging you to buy or sell ALZN. I do not comment on the stock. That's up to you guys. Just for full disclosure, I'm the largest shareholder. I'm the founder. I'm chairman emeritus. I'm not an officer, so I can't. I'm not disclosing anything about them because I'm not involved in the day-to-day operations. But I am involved in consulting for the company and understand their upcoming studies. And if you see the people we're involved with, like Charles River Labs, really incredible institutions like USF, Dr. Wozniacki at NYU, we're involved with people that have a lot of credibility. That's important for a biotech. And so SAVA is dealing with that problem and is giving back a lot. But remember, this stock was $2 before it went to 120. Earlier in the beginning of the year, let's go year to date, this stock was, I don't even know if it goes back that far. Let's see if we can do that. Let's go back 1 year here.
There it is when it's
Here's November 20th here. Where is it here? It's $2 on August 27, 2020. It's, I don't know, $6, $7, $8 here. And, of course, it had this spike up here to around, was that 87, pulled back, and then had a rally all the way up here till 103. This stock just 2 days ago was 117. These charts sucks. I'm sorry, Google. Love Google, but these charts just suck. We got to get new charts. So my commentary, because I've been getting pounded by how come ALZN isn't benefiting. I don't know. I don't know why people. I know the people that own the stock early are able to sell. I couldn't tell you what they're doing there, and eventually they'll be out of the way. The other thing I wanted to talk about before that we're going to need a couple more minutes. We'll wrap up shortly. King, I want to talk to you about this Tesla bot. It almost appears like we're doing everything we talked about. Like all this 1984 stuff is happening, right?
Oh, it's here.
This Tesla bot thing is when I heard about this, and I guess I have not been paying attention. When I heard about this, I thought to myself, okay, is this a joke?
Nope.
It doesn't appear to be a joke.
He says he'll have an actual robot to show off in a year.
Wow.
Domestic humanoid robot is coming soon. We'll be ready in a year.
Well, you've already seen Boston Scientific do it. Now, is it Boston Scientific or Boston Dynamics?
Yeah.
Boston Dynamics
Their
do
stuff's
it.
crazy.
Their stuff's crazy. They can jump around and do all kinds of crazy stuff.
Super crazy.
But then someone said something to me, I believe it was Josh, who said he's creating these sentient robots that he's going to be able to send to Mars to do the construction on Mars before humans get there. And I completely freaked out and went, oh my God, dude, this guy's such an eclectic thinker. King, before we wrap up, I wonder what your thoughts are on these Tesla robots.
It's the same way I guess I feel about crypto. Why? Why? It's like I hate people. Why do we need fake people? We already got enough of them. I mean, for fuck's sake. It's like, I don't trust a human driver, let alone a fake human driver in a self-driving car. I mean,
Come on.
That's great. Hey.
But it's no joke. It's terrifying.
Skyla, what do you think of these robots coming here?
I mean, it was expected. It's kind of something that's been like talked about for years, but like I haven't see one would be like.
But the craziest thing about these is he's basically saying if you listen to his speech, he's like, "This is why I think universal income is coming because these robots will just do a bunch of manual labor jobs.
Oh yeah.
You won't. They'll pick fruit. They'll work on assembly lines.
I had a robot deliver me my food in a restaurant. Like it came over in a little cart and all that. Like
Yep.
Oh yeah,
it knew where to go. It was weird.
yeah.
You had a robot write your joke today.
Oh gosh.
Ouch.
I liked your joke today. It's just a little.
All I
No,
can
it was good.
all I can tell you for sure is talk about a risk-on thing coming. The labor force will be under attack with this. This is going to be a topic in the next 10 years
Yep.
about how robots will be taking over jobs. It's
been a topic for years.
I know,
Hasn't that been a topic?
Yeah.
It has been a topic, but the speed in which the adoption. So if you look at the current system for Tesla self-driving, and I watch the videos
yeah.
they put out, these are getting really good, dude.
Yeah.
They're getting really good.
That's what we just talked
and
about.
for him to take all that data and then imply that he's going to put it into these robots, they're going to have access to all that data and that learning and that machine learning and that AI. This is scary.
You know why that terrifies me is because it's just another thing that can be hacked remotely. It's like Russia. I could be in my Tesla, and all of a sudden the car gets hacked by the Russians, and it's driving me off a cliff.
Yeah.
Whatever.
In 20 years, somebody's going to be fighting these robots.
You know,
driving
someone
around
from the
that
Naked
Mustang.
Army is going to like hack my car and drive me off a cliff. Hey, with that in mind, we appreciate you being here. It is the
What a way to end.
28th of August.
26th.
It's
26th.
August. Excuse me, August 26th. What's wrong with me?
I don't know, man. You've got it on your watch.
August 26th, 2021. We appreciate you here, King. Take care. If I'm going to see you this week, let me know.
We getting dinner? I'm gonna come in.
All right, I'm
coming
happy. I'm happy to have dinner with you.
Bring the prodigal child.
Skyla,
Yes.
thank you.
You're welcome.
Good luck with that vaccine thing. I don't know what we're going to do about this. We'll figure it out. Brett, Nick, thank you, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.
You're welcome.
You too, Chase.